Hello, Highlanders, and welcome to UCR. My name is Dr. Sarah Sawaf. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the Outreach Coordinator for Counseling and Psychological Services, also known as CAPS. I'll be sharing about CAPS services along with some other on and off campus resources for you today. Before we get started, we always like to start with our land acknowledgement. As an institution physically located in Riverside, California, we at UCR would like to respectfully acknowledge and recognize our responsibility to the original and current caretakers of this land, water, and air, the Cahuilla, Tongva, Luceño, and Serrano peoples, and all of their ancestors and descendants, past, present, and future. Today, this meeting place is home to many Indigenous people from all over the world, including UCR faculty, students, and staff, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on these homelands. So what is counseling and who uses it? Well, here on campus at UCR, our CAPS department provides confidential professional therapy between students and clinicians or therapists to support our students' mental health and well-being. The great thing here at UCR is that our services are available and free to all registered UCR students. It does not matter what kind of insurance you have, whether it's the campus insurance or off-campus insurance. Your student fees cover your services with us. So as long as you are registered for the quarter you are seeking services, you are eligible. And we see students from all across campus on a wide variety of issues. So we see undergraduate students, graduate students, transfer students on a variety of topics for different reasons. And I'll go more into the services that we offer in just a moment. Please note that counseling is confidential here in our department. So that means we only disclose mandated reporting information, but everything else that is shared here stays here. The records are not connected to your academic records, and they are confidential, and it is a wonderful resource that you have available to you for free. You have options for in-person and telehealth appointments as well, and I'll go into a little bit more about what that can look like on the next slide. So, like I mentioned, we do provide talk therapy. All of our providers are licensed mental health professionals or supervised pre and postdoctoral interns who are supervised by licensed staff. The different kinds of services we offer include individual therapy, couples therapy, and group therapy. For individual, it's just you and a clinician one-on-one. For couples therapy, all partners must be registered UCR students. And for group therapy, we have different topics every quarter. Sometimes they're virtual, sometimes they're in person, and then sometimes they're hybrid groups. So stay tuned for each quarter for the different therapy group options that we offer. And we also help students with referrals. So if you need something more specialized, if you need longer term treatment, if you need a referral for, let's say, ADHD testing, psychiatry, eating disorder treatment, substance use treatment, couples therapy because you're the student but your partner isn't, and so on and so forth, we can definitely help provide referrals as well off campus. And then we can also help with referrals on campus if you're looking for other kinds of resources that may be helpful to you. We also offer consultations by phone during our business hours, and this is available to the campus community, including faculty, staff, even family members and students. So if you're concerned about yourself or someone else on campus, you are welcome to call our phone number and consult with one of our clinicians, share the information, ask questions, seek out support or guidance on what you can do. Or if you just have general questions about our services, group therapy, if therapy is right for you, things like that, you can definitely call our consultation and speak with one of our clinicians. We also offer two different kinds of crisis support. Now, please keep in mind this is not for emergency or imminent danger purposes. These are for urgent needs. You need to talk to somebody that day or in that moment. And we do have two options for you. So during our business hours, we do have walk-in slots available every day, Monday through Friday. And you are welcome to do those in person or virtually. You can just call or come in and schedule a walk-in appointment for whatever time slot that we have available, and that fits with your schedule for that same day. And then we also have a 24/7 phone crisis support line that's available to you year round. And this is really helpful, especially during those after hours, campus closures, weekends, holidays, you name it. And last but not least, we also offer outreach, which looks like different things, including workshops, trainings. We collaborate with a lot of partners on campus, tabling, and so on and so forth. So if you're ever interested in collaborating with us, you can definitely reach out and I'll share our email in just a few slides as well. So one thing I also like to cover really quickly is the difference between consultation, crisis support, and emergency. So sometimes students get confused on who to call for what kind of scenario. So like I mentioned, consultation is really if you're concerned about yourself or someone else, you've noticed maybe changes in your own functioning or one of your peers functioning, maybe someone disclosed something to you that you're a little concerned about, or just questions you may have about therapy, campus resources, referrals, all those kinds of things. That would definitely be appropriate for our consultation support. Crisis support, again, is that really urgent same-day visit. You need to talk to somebody that day, but there's no imminent danger or safety concerns. So definitely something that can't wait until the next appointment, let's say if you have one, but not an emergency that would require a 911 call due to either safety or danger to self or others. So if it's ever an emergency situation, please call 911. You can also call our 24/7 campus police dispatch at 951-827-5222. And in terms of our hours of operation, so we are open Monday through Friday. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Thursdays, we open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We do close for lunch from 12 to 1. However, that 24/7 crisis service is still available to you. And then for those same day walk-in hours, it's pretty much 8:30 to 4:30 every day except Thursday. And then Thursdays, it's 9 to 4:30. So if you ever need to make those walk-ins, again, those are the hours for that as well. So we are located on 388 West Linden Street, next to Lot 21, right behind Pentland Hills, very close to the Dundee Residence Halls. We are in the new Student Health and Counseling Center building that opened last summer. And we are on the second floor. So if you ever have a CAPS appointment, you are able to just come straight upstairs. We do have stairways and we also have an elevator. So you're welcome to take either one, but you do not have to check in downstairs. You can just go straight upstairs to the CAPS front desk and check in for your appointment with our staff. And if you do have a car on campus and the building's a little bit far for you to get to, we do have reserved client parking spaces. They are on a first come, first served basis and they are limited. However, they are available for you, so you can get your parking covered for the duration of your appointment. Just let the front desk know that you need parking and they will walk you through how to put in your car information. Just please have your license plate number ready with you. So to speak to our front desk for any scheduling, appointments, questions, consultations, same day walk-ins during business hours, you'll call 951-827-5531 and select option 2. To speak to a 24/7 crisis counselor at any point after hours, holidays, closures, you can call 951 UCR Talk or 951-827-5531 and select option 1. If you have any outreach requests, general questions, want to collaborate with us, you can email us at counseling@ucr.edu. To get to our website, you can go to counseling.ucr.edu or mentalhealth.ucr.edu. Or if you Google CAPS UCR, it should pop up as the first link for you. And we also have our own Instagram page, so I encourage all of you, especially for the new students coming to campus, to follow us on Instagram. It's a great way to keep up to date with different events, programs, office updates, closures, and all of that as well. So CAPS, along with 8 other departments, are under the Division of Health, Wellbeing, and Safety. And so I'm just going to share a little bit about some of these resources so that you're aware of them. But basically, as enrolled students, you have access to tons of resources that are here to support you in the areas of health, wellbeing, and safety, and much more. So I'm just going to cover some of these really quickly. Basic needs help students with financial insecurity, with housing insecurity, food insecurity. They have our pantry, which is our on-campus food pantry. They can help students apply for CalFresh. They have a meal support program and so on. The WELL is our public health promotion department. It's really the backbone of our division. They help support a lot of other departments, and they also have their own programming. They have great opportunities for students to volunteer. They have 3 different peer groups related to mental health, substance use, and public health. So you're welcome to check them out. They also have grab and go supplies, a tea station, peer counseling, which is like peer health coaching, and a lot of really great resources and programming that they offer. CARE is Campus Advocacy Resources and Education. They're another confidential service on campus, and they support students, staff, faculty, and UCR affiliates who've experienced any kind of sexual assault, sexual violence, harassment, or stalking. They also have a couple of peer groups that students can volunteer with. They also host some great programming during Sexual Assault Awareness Month, as well as throughout the year. SWIFT is our newest department to the organization. So they are really intended to be a mobile crisis response unit and can meet students where they are and provide some mental health support in other ways as well. Case management are problem solvers. They provide linkage to resources. They are a private but not confidential service, so they are able to communicate with other campus entities on a need-to-know basis. But if students are struggling with different kinds of academic, personal, mental health challenges, and maybe they don't necessarily need to see a therapist, they just need someone to help them navigate some barriers, connect with people on and off campus, maybe connect with some professors because they missed an assignment due to a physical or health condition or experience, maybe a grief or loss experience, things like that. They can connect with case management. Folks are also able to report students of concern to case management, so they do have a public care report. So we really have this motto on campus of see something, say something, do something. So you're always welcome to just express concern to case management, and then case management can outreach to that student and try to get them connected to some support. Next up, we have our Student Disability Resource Center, or SDRC, and they help students with permanent or temporary disabilities with reasonable accommodations. So if you ever at some point during your time here at UCR experience a disability, whether permanent or temporary, and you need some accommodations, you can connect with SDRC, go through their paperwork and intake process, and see what options they can offer you to really help ensure your academic success. Our Student Health Services Department, SHS, is our health center on campus, and they're also housed in our new building. They're on the first floor. So if you do have UC SHIP, your services are pretty much covered when they're in-house here at Student Health. And they have primary care, women's health, gender health care, a great pharmacy, lab work, and so on. So if you have any questions related to student health, please feel free to reach out to them. And last but not least, we have police and campus safety, which is our UCR Police Department. And they are really available for emergencies, crime prevention. They also do some programming and collaborate with a lot of other departments in our division. So feel free to scan these QR codes, save the website link, and also follow our division on Instagram, because it's a great way to keep up to date with all of the different departments and all the programs and resources available to you. Another resource that you have access to while you're here at UCR is something called the Red Folder. And this is really a document that you're able to download, and it helps you kind of navigate how to support students in distress, who to call, has a lot of great resources on it, and you're welcome to save that. And we do periodic updates on that document. So this is available to you at all times. And again, there's UCR Police and Campus Safety. I highly recommend you save their 951 number into your cell phone. I also wanted to just share some off-campus resources. So for mental health purposes specifically, we do have a local 24/7 crisis helpline that's called the Inland Southern California Crisis Helpline that is run by volunteers. It's free and confidential. They're trained counselors that are able to provide support and resources, and they also have bilingual counselors available. The line is answered by staff, volunteers, and interns after they complete a 50-hour evidence-based training. So that's a really great free resource that's available 24/7. Of course, there's the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. So you can call 988 or you can use the 1-800 number. Both still work. And you're also able to text 988 if you'd like to text instead. The crisis text line is available to you for free. This is, again, a national service that's available. You can text 741-741 anytime to chat with a trained crisis counselor through text messaging. The Trevor Project is a confidential and secure resource that provides help for LGBTQ+ youth with trained specialists. You have options to call, text, or chat there. The Trans Lifeline provides peer support by phone and is run by and for trans people. They also have resources and more information on their website. Just please note this is one that is not 24 hours available, so they are open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. And you can learn more about the Trans Lifeline at their website. And last but not least, we have the California Peer Run Warm Line, which is a 24/7 non-crisis emotional support line and chat that's useful for anyone in California who isn't in crisis but just wants to speak to someone, maybe a peer, about anything that they may be going through or seeking support for. It's a great resource if someone needs an anonymous outlet and just isn't really in crisis but just needs to talk to somebody outside of their circle. So feel free to go to their website, and then you can also scan the QR code on this page to learn about these resources and more on our website. A couple other resources I want you to be familiar with. So we do have 3 24/7 mental health urgent care centers in the Riverside area. So the Riverside branch is the closest to campus, which is the first one on the screen, and that is available to adults 18 and over. You can call or walk in, no appointments are needed. Staff in all 3 of these locations include mental health providers, nurse practitioners, other medical professionals, as well as peer staff with lived experiences. Individuals on staff are typically fluent in English and Spanish, and other languages can also be made available as needed. So these urgent care centers offer crisis intervention, mental health counseling, medication evaluation, and linkage to community resources. So again, there's 3 locations. There's a Riverside branch, a branch in Paris, and then a branch in Palm Springs. So feel free to learn more about those and use them as you need to, because again, these are available in the community. And one more set of resources I'd like to share is related to recovery and substance use. So if you or someone you know are a UCR student in recovery from alcohol, drug use, or other addictions, please feel free to check out these UC resources available to you. These are all free, and as long as you are a UC student, they are available to you. It does not matter which campus you belong to. And the Wells recovery page updates these resources pretty often, so you're welcome to go there as well. And please feel free to browse these, use these, and share them with folks you know if this ever is of concern to you or someone you know on campus. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And again, welcome to UCR. We are so excited to have you, and we look forward to connecting in the future. Be well and take care.